Okay, so here's the story. It was the year probably 1999, I think, and I was looking for any place to play music. I would find a place that had a corner and an outlet, and I would talk them into letting me put my amp there and play music. So I convinced Reverend Lisa Stewart to let me create something called the Acoustic Coffee House. And I said, no, you won't have to do anything. I'll do all the work. I'll book the musicians. I'll set up the tables and the chairs and promote it. It'll be great. It'll be something great for the community. And I was so excited about it. And I was touring full time at the time. So I came home from a tour. I'd been on the road for days. I came home and it was time to do one of the acoustic coffee houses. And I went to set up all the equipment, the lighting, the decorations, the tables, the candles on the tables, all of it. And it wasn't long into setup when I started to feel pretty sorry for myself that I was doing this all by myself. And I sat there and I started to sob. It was way before I was comfortable crying too, by the way. And I started to cry and get angry that I was crying because I was all alone. I was having to do this all by myself. And then it occurred to me, all the people that had asked if they could help, and I had said no. Because you see, many of us, I realize now, many people have a belief in being alone and then set out in their whole life experience to prove that that's true, that we're disconnected from each other, that we're alone. And it's just not the truth. We are interconnected in this web of life. We're connected to our Creator and we're connected to all of creation. But until we release that belief, pluck it out, and really embrace the truth that we're connected and that we're supported by life, then a different mindset is running the show. And so that takes me to why I love having retreats, hosting retreats, going to retreats, because it is a time of really sinking into the truth and the remembrance that we're not alone. And, here we are, a year and some months after COVID started here in the States, and we've had so much isolation. So for anyone who has ever had a feeling of feeling disconnected and alone, wow, that was a whole year plus of having that old mindset, or maybe even a program that was still running for some people, having it reinforced. You're alone, you're separate, it's a scary place. And so that's why I'm so excited that now some restrictions are lifting, people are being vaccinated, it's becoming safer for us to gather. And here we have opportunities to come together and have a retreat experience to renew, refresh, recenter, and reconnect with one another. So I wanted to share with you that I understand what it feels like. It wasn't just that time at the Acoustic Coffee House set up that I burst into tears feeling alone. I've had many experiences of that over the years, and even since I became a pastor and a life coach, I've still had experiences of feeling like no one understands, I'm all alone, because it's an old mindset that's easy to go to if we're not careful. So I'm encouraging you to not live in that mindset, to step out, open the door, look outside, and come on out and join us for a time of remembering the truth that we're not alone, that we're connected, that we're safe, and that there's life to be lived in this retreat, this time of really reconnecting and re-energizing, revitalizing our lives. And so I have several opportunities coming up that I'll be leading retreats, some of them virtual, some of them in person. And here's the thing, whether it's a virtual retreat or in person, it's all about our willingness to be seen and to see, our willingness to connect. So jump on board. I have a retreat at Stone Mountain, North Carolina, May 22nd that I'm doing with my beautiful wife, Angie Snow. And we are leading folks through some hiking trails and also some meditation out in nature, some hammock time, some playing in the river or by the river's edge. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it ends with dinner on us at our favorite winery, Roaring River Vineyard up there outside of Stone Mountain State Park. And then in June, the first weekend in June, from wherever you are, you can join a virtual retreat. It's a women's retreat. That one is, however, it's for women to come together. And that is Beloved Connections. retreat, bringing together our community here in Charlotte and a Center for Spiritual Living in Eugene, Oregon, and everyone in between. Anyone is welcome. Any woman, however, it is a women's retreat for the first weekend in June. The May 22nd retreat in North Carolina is open to everyone. So anyway, join us. Come together, and regardless if you're able to join me and Angie in a retreat, or the folks in Oregon and the folks in Charlotte for the virtual retreat, I'm just encouraging all of you to reconnect, to allow yourself to be seen and enjoy this beautiful life. All right, see ya.